Racism is a very, very big defect in humanity. Racism and its cousin, nationalism. Being proud of a country, being proud of a race, being proud even of one's religion causes serious warlike factions dominating humanity. This whole ideal we have in science fiction in the program Star Trek of a united federation, united humanity, humanity working together rather than spending hundreds of billions of dollars fighting itself, which is what we have today. Humanity is not capable of working together because humanity acts as if we have different species within humanity itself. That's what racism is. Racism is a sense that when we deal with another race than one's own, we're dealing with a different species, which is wrong. Race is kind of like a shoe size. A shoe size 7, an 8, a 9, just a different set of skin tones, a different set of maybe a different language. But the needs and the desires of most human beings are 99% similar. We're 99%, we want all the same things, all humans. Why can't we unite together, right, and fight to get everybody what they want instead of fighting like crazy amongst each other? What level war are we talking about here? During the Crusades, where religion is supposed to be, the peace, right? Religion is love and peace. In the name of religion, 1.7 million people died in the Crusades at a time on the planet where there were only about 3 to 5 million people. Right? In the name of God, people die. A God that never shows up to resolve the problem. There isn't a commandment in the religions about thou shall not be racist. It isn't a commandment because at the time of the Bible, to be a racist was considered a virtue. To stick to your own feathers, to stick to your own color, to stick to your own kind was supposed to be a virtue. An intermarriage was not acceptable then, and even now, it's not so acceptable. If a black and a white get married because they're in love or they're in lust or whatever reason, they're a couple, everybody looks like it's some kind of freakish event. What is racism? Racism is based on an identity in our own self, a pride in one's own race. If I am proud of my race, I'm going to be repulsed by other races. It starts from our own self, being proud of one's race, as if one's race is something, there's just individuals. Every race has idiots, and every race has stellar souls, beautiful souls. There are idiots and beautiful souls in every single race, right? All Jews are not miserly. All black people are not criminals. All Irish people are not drunk. All Englishmen are not snobs. This is what racism is. Putting everybody in one race in one bag. It's a laziness and lousiness of the psyche, especially the human heart, which has the human heart has very strong racial tendencies. The soul does not have very strong racial tendencies because the soul measures the individual. Every individual is different. And you have to therefore measure the individual. You don't measure the race, you measure the individual. Every individual within a race is different. Every race has geniuses and great accomplishers, and every race has people in jail for crimes. So therefore, the race is not sacred. It is the individual that is sacred. We have to concentrate on individuals and measure individuals, not races. In World War II, the Nazi Party in Germany, not the Germans, the Nazi Party in Germany was extremely racist. The white German race was thought to be superior to all other races, that other races were treated like cockroaches or worse, or rats. They were incinerated. Some of their skins were used for lampshades. 50 million to 55 million people died during the Second World War. The major cause was racism. And still today, racism is extremely strong in the human heart. Racism is very, very powerful. It's so powerful that the government sells it. Every government kind of underhandedly encourages its racism and its nationalism because it empowers the government. It does not empower the people. Racism never empowers the people. It empowers the governments. Once the government has established that it is protecting the race, it is protecting, the country, not other stupid foreign countries, then the government has nothing to do. The government is an employee of the people. It has to look after their rents. It has to look after their mortgages. It has to look after their cars and their gasoline. It has to look after their survival. But the government never does that. Once government sells racism and nationalism, it is so powerful, it has nothing to do but just steal from the people. So how do we get to a Star Trek united humanity? We have to feel a sense of planet. How many humans feel that? If somewhere on the planet there's a war, there's a hell, there's some kind of tyrant making people crazy and killing all kinds of people, well, as long as it's not my country, I'm fine with it. That's the situation. There is no sense of planet in our humanity. Human beings don't feel this is my planet. Seen from outer space, there is no country. There is no frontier. It's just a planet. It's a species called a human. If part of the human is ailing or dying, then all of humanity will suffer those consequences in one way or another. Religion is one of the biggest sources of racism. My religion, my God is true and your God is not true. In the name of religion, there is a lot of hatred and there's a lot of dualities and separations and wars. In the name of religion, we don't get along. And religion propaganda is that it's very, very peaceful. It's very, very loving, which is outrageous because it isn't. So in conclusion, to get to a Star Trek united humanity, we need to understand that most human beings have the same needs and the same wants. And therefore, why have war? Why not work together as partners to bring about, the ambitions, the desires, and the needs of all humans? War is a waste of time. It's a waste of money. Look at the budget of defense in the state of Israel or the budget of defense in the United States. It's just crazy. There's more money there. They can build an estate in Beverly Hills for every citizen almost in the country with the kind of money that has been spent in war. That's humanity. And that's why this is not such a good species of life.